In a sea of emotion, betrayal, and shock, Liverpool are living through days of terror. 4 explosions in the heart of Anfield are about to be revealed. Between ill-timed parties, explosive transfers, crushed legacies, and gestures of honor that make the stands tremble, everything will unearth secrets that promise to shake the Reds' soul. Are you ready to feel the drama in your eyes and the weight in your chest? Dare to read each paragraph, because the latest revelation will break hearts and unite families. News 1. No one was prepared for what happened, but the explosion hit the newspapers like a clarion call. Whispers turned to screams. Shadows of betrayal loomed amid tears and scandal. The air on Merseyside smelled of a storm. The center of the storm has a name: Luis Díaz. Liverpool's Colombian winger was caught celebrating at a private event in Colombia, precisely during the funeral ceremonies for the farewell of Diogo Jota, the teammate and hero who lost his life. The alleged reason? Pablo Díaz, yes, our star, was reportedly filmed smiling, toasting, at a time when everyone at Anfield was in mourning. The videos, shared by influencers such as Everth Murillo and JH Dela Cruz 777, have ignited an inferno. How did you have the courage? Our fans ask. It is an impossible mission to maintain a stable atmosphere when the pain screams the loudest. However, the drama is not over yet. Bild, a tabloid German daily, revealed that Bayern Munich will offer €80 million to bring Díaz to the Allianz Arena. The financial and sporting explosion is tremendous. The German club is looking to replace Leroy Sané, now at Galatasaray. Barca are also said to have sounded out the Colombian. But the business with the Bavarians is closer to the Anfield backstage than any European game. The financial bombshell has been dropped, and Liverpool have made it clear that they will only discuss amounts close to 80 million, which exacerbates the conflict. Sell or keep the left-handed king at a time of emotional crisis? The chaos reaches sacred proportions when the details of the logistics are given. The club had offered Díaz a quick flight via Barranquilla, Bogotá, and Lisbon, a journey of almost 24 hours, to say goodbye to Jota. He refused. While Van Dijk and Robertson were present at the funeral in Gondomar, Díaz preferred anonymity and celebration. The pain was exposed from within, the betrayal from without. There are memories of brotherhood. In October 2023, Jota had lifted Díaz's shirt on the Anfield pitch in one of the most emotional moments seen in recent years. The pain is mixed with irony. The one who stood up for him now turns his back on him at the worst moment. In the end, the bombshell drops. Liverpool faces a dilemma of internal war. Sell for millions or keep its soul intact. Do you keep the value? Over the tears, do you let the king go? You have the floor, cop? News 2: silence has fallen over Anfield with a weight no defeat could ever cause. It wasn't an injury. It wasn't a departure. It was a tragedy. The pain that has befallen the Reds has been overwhelming. Like a storm that devastates without asking permission. One name echoes through the corridors of the club with deafening force. Jota. Yes, Diogo Jota, the Portuguese striker, the tireless warrior, the man who raised his head in decisive moments, lost his life in a brutal accident in Spain, alongside his brother André Silva. The news fell like a thunderclap in the hearts of the Red Nation. Last Thursday, the football world stopped, and Anfield was in mourning. The chants fell silent. Hands rested on chests, eyes filled with tears. The drama doesn't stop with the accident. The echo of his absence heard even more deeply because it touched generations. Jota wasn't just a player, he was a symbol, an example, a silent hero. He wore the Liverpool shirt with honor, with soul, with the dedication that true Reds recognize from afar. His 5 years at the club were lived as if he had been born at Anfield Road. From the championship to the top of the Premier League, from Wolverhampton to the song that the fans sang to him, yes, the one that no one could get out of their heads. A song that now sounds like a goodbye. Club legend John Aldridge gave voice to the collective sentiment. At the memorial, in tears, he confessed what everyone feels but few can say. You can't get past the enormity of what happened. The former Irish striker shook in front of the LFC TV cameras in a moment that will forever be etched into the club's emotional history. The pain was visible. His voice cracked, his eyes widened. He spoke of his family, his children, his wife, his mother and father. "It breaks your heart," he said. And everyone watching felt the same. The funeral in Gondomar, the following Saturday, brought the remaining survivors together. Players such as Van Dijk, Robertson, and other members of the squad made a point of being present. It was the last gesture, the last tribute, the flowers, the applause, the songs. Everything in a noisy silence where each tear fell like a goal conceded in injury time. The Anfield pitch days later was red again, but this time painted with pain. Jota was a champion. He was a father. He was a brother. He was ours. He scored 14 goals for the national team in 49 games. He won the Nations League. He won World Cups, fought for titles, scored on cold and hot nights, and now he's gone. Abruptly, unfairly, incomprehensible. But he left a legacy. The song never stops. The hearts of the people never forget. There are names that are immortalized in the songs. There are players who become history. There are men who, even when they are absent, continue to cheer us on in the stands. And now we ask you, how will you remember Diogo Jota? How will you honor his memory? He deserves it, and much more. News 3. He was supposed to be Anfield's new secret weapon. A penalty area predator. A goal machine. The man who would revolutionize Liverpool's attack. But what promised to be a new era has turned into a bittersweet affair. The atmosphere has cooled. The chemistry everyone was expecting has evaporated. And now the rumors are no longer whispers, they're screams. His name, Darwin Núñez, the Uruguayan who arrived in 2022 as the next Edinson Cavani, perhaps even with the ambition of being the new Suarez. The price? A huge investment of 85 million euros with clauses and add-ons that would make any fan believe that we were looking at Firmino's natural successor. But what did we get? An enigma. The numbers lied at first. He came in as one of the most dominant forwards in Europe. Better than Isak. Comparable to Haaland in raw data. Hope was blind. But the Anfield pitch does not forgive ghosts. And Darwin never managed to be king. Missed dribbles, bad decisions, heavy touches, heads shaking in the stands. The love of the cop turned to frustration. And as if that weren't enough, Arne Slot comes in. New coach, new philosophy, new demands. And Slot didn't mince words. He wants a different type of striker. Darwin doesn't fit. The message was clear. In football, sometimes it's not personal, but it hurts as if it were. First came the Saudi rumors. Petrodollars ready to take Darwin to the desert. Then came the interest from Atletico de Madrid, but that died down early. Now comes the bombshell. Napoli appear as a strong candidate, with an offer that has caused a stir behind the scenes. We are talking about around 55 million euros, including bonuses for objectives. A clear loss in relation to the amount invested. The Reds don't want to make it easy. They know they have to replace him, and do it well. But the feeling is that this saga is numbered. The board wants to sell, but not at any price. The pressure from the fans, however, is starting to weigh on them. Social media is clear. Many don't want to see him in a Liverpool shirt anymore. Patience has run out. It's a drama that no one anticipated. A world-class striker turned into a tactical dilemma. Darwin had time, he had support, he had opportunities. But sometimes it's not enough. Sometimes wearing red isn't enough. You have to live in red. And perhaps Darwin never understood that. The question now is, do we accept losing millions to start over? Or do we insist on something that no longer burns? The backstage is boiling. Slot wants to make changes. The directors are paying attention, but time is running out and Anfield is not waiting. Darwin Núñez. Promised, adored, frustrating. And now, on the way out. Everything indicates that the next step will be away from Merseyside. But will it be the final goodbye? Or is there still one last chapter to write? What about you? Do you still believe in Darwin? Or is it time to close this cycle?
Subscribe to our channel, like it so you don't miss the latest news in real time from your favorite club. Until the next video.